Waltons jewelry is more than just a business. It's a family tradition, and not just a tradition for my family, but also a tradition for so many other families and generations of those families. I'm Julie Walton Garland, third generation of Walton's Antique and Estate Jewelry in Franklin, Tennessee. My grandmother, Melba Walton, as we call her Mama, she opened the store in 1974, just down the street in Carter's Court, where we had our first location. And then in the early 80s, she bought our building here on Main Street, where she moved Waltons in 1984. And then my dad joined the business when he was, I think around 16 to 18, and he officially came on board and did everything here day to day with my grandmother. And it was just the two of them for a very long time. I've always loved small little sterling trinkets, and I started collecting small sterling jewelry boxes. And I was so excited about this one that I just purchased, and I called my dad and told him all about it. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, Melba, I have the exact same one that was your grandmother's." And he brought it in, and sure enough, it's the exact same thing. So there's little things like that that happen that remind me that this is the place I'm supposed to be, and just how powerful my grandmother's influence has been on me.
I'm Mike Walton, second generation of Walton's Antique and Estate Jewelry. Really got started when I was 12. We sold jewelry at the First Monday in Scottsboro, Alabama, on the hood of our car. And my mother would pack us all up every weekend, and we would do a flea market somewhere, Memphis, Nashville, Scottsboro, anywhere, to get the jewelry in front of some eyeballs. And I had inherited a cigar box of pocket knives. So I peddled pocket knives or played under the table, read a book with my little light while she sold jewelry. Back in the old days when Melba started the business, she was a very feisty woman, and she loved to negotiate. This comes from years of doing flea markets, and she expected to negotiate. She really got a kick out of that, and jokingly, we had a customer called her John Dillinger, because she always won the negotiation. So he'd come in and say, "Dillinger, I'm ready for my punishment." But all tongue-in-cheek, and really back then the main thing is whether we sold a piece of jewelry or not, everybody had a good time. Trading, I always like to ask people if they had any helicopters or airplanes, and we do trade. I came along and started doing the bench work, sizing rings, that type of thing. Then went and got a graduate gemology degree, and then became a member of the International Society of Appraisers. And I did all the repairs, all the appraisals, sales, and we were busy 6 days a week and just growing the business.
I'm Katie Walton, third generation here at Walton's Jewelry. Growing up, Julie and I would set up our lemonade stand out front of the jewelry store and sell lemonade and cookies, and we never thought we would work past that together, but here we are. We work really well together, we complement each other, and we both love our family business.
Julie and Katie, my daughters, came to the store quite frequently and sold lemonade out front. We used to love to play when they were a little older, like 6 or 8, play crash down window, where we would stack up silver goblets, and I'd tie a fishing string on it. We'd get in the back. When somebody came to look in the window, it crashed down the window and it'd come falling. So a lot of fun things with the kids in the jewelry store. Traveled with Melba. She loved to buy in New York City and had friends there. There again, I was probably 16, 17, so I wasn't real involved in the buying of jewelry. I just remember sitting around a table with bags and bags of jewelry, and she sorting through it. We would go to New York and come back with a suitcase full of jewelry. We've always had a niche since day one in antique and estate jewelry. And to me, it's so fascinating because each period, you could go down the rabbit hole with the history of the jewelry and how it progressed. But not only do you have rare gems and unusual cut stones, but you also have rare pieces of jewelry, that amazing craftsmanship. It's still our love and passion, and I believe will always be. Being in business for 50 years, and the business is third generation owned and operated, but our clients are also third generation. So I remember a lot of people coming in to get married that were just in strollers. They feel like family. After 50 years in business, I think of how far we've come. And to look at my daughters here and the wonderful staff, everything is running like a top. Back then, years ago, if I could have thought that you could be sitting on your couch and have things selling all over the country and world while you watch the evening news, I wouldn't have believed it.
Getting to see people come in that are the third generation, they'll come in and say, oh, my grandmother bought their engagement rings from my grandmother, and now they're in here shopping with me and my team. It's just a really incredible experience to be a part of. It's really an invaluable thing that we have here at Waltons that I hope continues for forever. My dad will say the same thing, and being honest with somebody is just the best thing you can possibly do in all facets of life, and being honest with our clients, and it's something that people truly value. And also feeling confident about our knowledge of the jewelry that we sell, all those things combined are something that hasn't changed over 50 years. I am grateful for this opportunity to run my family business. I am grateful for this community, and I'm grateful to our clients who have supported us and made 50 years happen. And I would also be remiss not to say that I have the most incredible team on the planet, and we are what we are because of the people here in this building. We always say, my whole team knows that if somebody comes in our door here at Waltons Jewelry, we want them to really have a good time. The true objective for us is to have them come in and learn something new or see something beautiful that really impacts them or makes them want to gift it to somebody else in some way that we touch their lives, and they leave our door thinking, wow, that was a really cool experience, or oh my gosh, did you see that beautiful jewelry, or I know where I want to get my engagement ring. And that to me sets us apart from all the rest, that they come in here and they genuinely have a good time. We are just really passionate people about antique and estate jewelry. We're really passionate about this community, and we're really passionate about this family business, and that translates so well to our clients. And that is something that you can't buy anywhere.
If I could speak to generations to come, my great-great-grandchildren, I would pretty much say the best formula is have integrity, treat your customers fairly and honestly, and let them have a good time when they come in the store. And enjoy the ride. Cut.